Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, coming at you with another video. Before the video begins, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share it. That really does help me out, and I do appreciate it. But let's get into this. And today I want to just make a video. The more and more I hear about the Switch 2, the less I want to get it. Again, it's like the Switch 2, in theory, should just be a simple just home run, just knock it out of the park. But it's not. And it's because of how greedy and shitty Nintendo's being with it. So, the first part that, pisses me off is not even the price point. I think, $450 for the console is fine. I don't really, think that's too bad for a new, Switch 2. I think that's fine. The $450, okay. It's a little expensive, but I'll take it. But $80 for the games. Making that the new standard game price for a AAA game is fucking ridiculous. And especially doing it with Mario Kart World. That's fucking retarded. Mario Kart World is a spin-off game. It's $40 at best. If you wanted to charge $50 for Mario Kart World, that would be too much fucking money. That is a $40 game that you are charging $80 for no reason other than we're fucking greedy and we get to set the price. That's it. And that's really what's pissing off a lot of gamers. But there's so much more to not like about the Switch 2, and the more I hear about it, the less and less I want to get it. So, game prices is one. The second one is this third-party game keycard thing. So basically, first-party Nintendo, it looks like first-party Nintendo games are going to be on the actual cartridge. So when you buy, Mario Kart World, or the new Donkey Kong, or Metroid Prime 4, the game itself will actually be on the cartridge. You're not downloading it. But for most third-party games, so Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, Cyberpunk, I believe, is on, is like this, and a lot of other third-party games, the game is not on the cartridge itself. It's what's on the cartridge is this key code, so when you plug the game into your Switch 2, it'll start downloading the game from the store, and then the only way to play that game is to have the key card in, so your downloadable game can run because it sees that key card. So basically what you're doing is you're just making a shittier downloadable game and trying to trick people into thinking that that game is on the cartridge when it is not. That's bullshit. And at least they're doing the bare minimum and putting that on the box, where they do have a notice on the bottom of the box that says the game is not on the cartridge. It's actually just a key code for a downloadable game. It is the exact same thing as those game cases that come with downloadable codes, which is complete bullshit. And what's funny about it is they've stopped doing that. Game companies have stopped doing the thing where they put the case, where you sell the case and you just have a game code, a piece of paper with a code so you can download the game on your system. They stopped doing that because they were so unpopular. And this is the exact same thing, just with a slight rebrand. And it's fucking retarded. So, that pisses me off. And again, collecting for the Switch 2 is going to be a fucking nightmare because of this. And along those lines, the Asian English releases, I think, are also going to get affected. Because not a lot of people are talking about this, but for the Switch 1, there were a lot of games that would come out only digitally, in the US, Europe, even Japan, but they did come out, they did take time to make physical versions of these for other countries that did not have an eShop in their country. So we would get these Asian English releases that, if you're familiar with the online shop Play Asia, they just fucking dominated in. So if you wanted a physical copy of a game, for example, Final Fantasy Pixel Collections, that was only digital. I think it's still only digital now, but there was an Asian English release that was released in these regions that don't have the eShop. so they could actually get a physical copy of the game and actually play it. So, so if you wanted a copy of the Final Fantasy Pixel Remastered, that was probably the best way to get it. But the problem now is these countries that were missing the eShop now have the eShop for the Switch 2. They figured out how to put it on the Switch 2 and have it work with whatever these countries that have like weird laws and shit like that. These like Asian countries that weren't getting like the eShop games now have the eShop with the Switch 2. Now we're probably not going to get those Asian English releases because they don't need to make them anymore. Because again, these countries have access to the storefront now, so there's no reason to go out of their way to make an Asian English release. That's going to be a big problem in the future, and that's going to kill collection for the Switch 2. Another thing I want to talk about is the emulation. The fact that they're adding GameCube on the Switch 2, and it's like, okay, cool, you can emulate your GameCube games. You can play Soul Calibur 2 online now. Yay. Great. I'm still pissed off, but this is going to be a side tangent. When they made Soul Calibur 2 HD online for the PlayStation 3 and 360, they asked Nintendo to, like, be a part of it, but it would mean adding Link to the PlayStation 360 versions, and Nintendo said no. So, fuck off, Nintendo. You ruined Soul Calibur 2 HD online because you're a piece of shit. And just let Link be on. Link isn't even a good character in Soul Calibur 2. He plays like shit. It's just cool that he's in the game. So again, like you being like a fucking little child and not wanting to share Link on another system, go fuck yourself, Nintendo. Okay, that was a side tangent. But the GameCube emulation on Switch, okay, great idea. But there's a few issues with it. Mainly with the cloud saves. So basically, to access the GameCube emulation on Switch 2, you need to pay for the Switch Online, like Family Expansion Pack, whatever they call it. But basically, you need to pay for the online service in order to use the Switch, the GameCube stuff. Which, okay, they've been doing that for the Switch One. That's not a big deal. What is a big deal, though, is say you have like that Switch Online service, you get it for like the first like 3 months you have the console. You start playing games, you know, like Wind Waker, F-Zero, Soul Calibur, and then after the 3 months you let your membership expire. Like you just really weren't playing it, it's too much money, you don't really want to pay that right now, so you let it expire after the 3 months. You have a limited time to renew your membership before your save files for those GameCube games get deleted. So basically, say you got like halfway through Wind Waker in those 3 months, you let your membership lapse, and then you wait like a year before you, like say like a year later you decide, you know what, I want to play Wind Waker again. I want to pick up from where I left off last time. So you decide to pay for another month for the Switch service. You get back on the Switch Online, you play the GameCube version, and they deleted your save file because you were inactive. So they delete your cloud save because you were inactive for a certain amount of time. And basically this is just a shitty way for Nintendo to force you to keep paying them monthly by deleting your fucking save files. That's bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. It's just retarded. It's just a shitty, underhanded way. Because again, it's not... A fucking save file is not taking up too much space in the fucking cloud, Nintendo. You're intentionally doing this to incentivize people to keep paying you monthly. It's so despicable. And, the last thing I want to talk about with the GameCube emulation stuff is the GameCube controller that they made, so you can, like, you have to buy on the Nintendo store, or straight from the Nintendo store, which has, like, requirements. It's like you need to have had your Switch account active for the past year or something, like, weird shit, for you to actually be able to be eligible to purchase this GameCube remote. And the shitty thing about the GameCube remote is it only works with the GameCube service. So if you wanted to play a Switch 2 game with that GameCube controller, it will not work. For whatever reason, Nintendo made it where that controller only works for the Switch 2 in the GameCube service, like the online emulation service, which is completely fucking retarded. It's just like that, it's just so fucking stupid. Because at least I have those GameCube Smash Brothers controllers that they made when Smash Ultimate came out, that's the form of a GameCube, but they have all the Switch buttons on it. Those work for every game. Like, I can plug that controller in for any of my Switch games, and it will function the exact same way. And the fact that, like, the Switch 2 GameCube controller only works for the GameCube games is fucking retarded. Why the fuck would you buy one of those then? It's so stupid. So, again, there's a lot of shit that the more I hear about the Switch 2, the less and less and less I want to get one. In fact, it just sounds like such a shitty deal. And again, you're probably going to get a decent console. I'm sure it's going to be well made. I'm sure it's going to function really well. And I'm sure the games on it are going to be good. I'm sure the new Donkey Kong game is going to be good. I'm sure the new Metroid game is going to be good. But the first-party Nintendo titles, in my opinion, are not worth all the bullshit Nintendo wants you to go through. So, that's my opinion. The more I keep hearing about the Switch 2, the less I want to get it. So, yeah, anyway, guys, I just want to make a video ranting about it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I would love to talk to you guys about it. Other than that, I'm Shin055. See you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.